Hey, hey, my friend. Welcome back. We are today continuing our discussion on Brain Collab secrets. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. I know that I have loved sharing every single bit of it. So, today we're going to talk about how to create authentic sponsored content, how to listen and learn the difference between balancing a brand's requirements and your unique voice so that you can maintain the trust of your audience. We want to explore how to ensure your sponsored content pieces resonate with your followers and makes you the most for your time. So listen in. Hello, my creative friend. Welcome to Creatives on Fire. Are you oh so tired of the constant struggle to keep up on social media? Do you wish you had more time freedom to actually be creative? Well, listen, I'm Melanie Ferguson, a creative business coach and multi six figure online creative business owner who's made so many mistakes growing my blog and social media to hundreds of thousands of followers, only to look up and have very little to show for it. Once I put my head down and added a few key systems and strategies, everything changed for me. In this podcast, I'll be sharing my proven systems and shortcuts, turning those followers into paying customers. So if you're ready, let's take your online business to the next level and leave all the overwhelm behind. Before we get started, I want to just put this little bug in your ear. The best way to keep track of brand collaborations is to map it all out and have it all in front of you at a glance. So that is where the content planner comes into play. I have created a content planner for you guys to actually be able to keep track of brand collabs, keep track of the brands you've reached out to, and mainly keep track of the projects that you're working on. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Hey, hey, Melanie Ferguson here. I have created a content planner for creatives that's unique to content creators. It's a 52-week planning guide and calendar designed to help you manage your time, help you stay organized, consistent, and really just know what to do and when. From planning your content to making sure you're on track every single week, this planner allows you to focus on what matters most for your business. So, if you're looking for a way to keep all of your things organized, be able to be ahead of the game, and know exactly what to do and when, check it out at creativesonfirepodcast.com/planner. That's creativesonfirepodcast.com/planner. Welcome back to the podcast. This week, we are tackling the third segment of this series called Brand Collab Secrets, where we explore how to create authentic sponsored content. Okay, so you've gotten the brand to talk to you, you've made your pitch, they've given you the content to create. So we're going to do that, but I'm going to show you the best way and best practices. All right. So, first and foremost, you want to stay transparent. This first step is to realize that, listen, your people are going to know. You know that meme where they're like, they're going to know. Yeah, they're going to know. They're going to know that it's sponsored content because, my friend, you have to disclose it. You have to mark it as sponsored or ad. But you know what? That's as far as it should go. The key to keeping your content from feeling forced or overly salesy and promotional is to strategically weave the brand's products or services into your personal stories and experiences. This is how you're going to maintain your audience trust and keep that engagement that the brand is looking for. Don't let your page suffer because of sponsored content. Which brings me to step 2, which is finding balance. You're going to, find balance. Just know that they're gonna know it's sponsored, but really start delivering something valuable to your audience right off the bat. Make it so valuable that they could care less if it's tied to a promotion. Like when you're watching your favorite show and it's on a channel where the commercials are part of it, like you cannot do ad free at all. You are going to sit through that show and watch it no matter what even though it's got commercials, because you know the content is that good. That's the kind of content I want you to focus on creating when you're doing brand collaborations. Make it so good that they don't care that there's promotions weaved throughout. This way, you can also always just let them know that you're watching out for them. The more you do this over and over, the more natural it's going to be for you to share. All right. And this can also be a great way for you to serve your audience while you're making this extra income for your business. So, a fun and easy way to get started before you reach out to the huge brands is to take little affiliate products, maybe something from Amazon or something that's a low ticket item that there's not a huge loss if they don't buy it, but you just want to get your feet wet, and try sharing it in stories. Stories are always a great place to start for sharing brand content. They're quick, they're easy, you can add a link, and it only lasts for a short time. Okay, the brand could be looking for reach or engagement, or maybe they just want to get, like we talked about, great footage or video images. Whatever it is, you want to be able to offer that to them in the most seamless way possible. No hiccups. You don't want it to look like, "Oh, wait, that drop in engagement, that's when they shared the brand deal," right? So let me tell you a secret tip. This is just totally a side note I just thought of. When you are creating a package for a brand that you really, really want their business for, or maybe you need to push them over to the works package, but you need to figure out one other thing you can add to make them go for it, you can offer to add them a special highlight bubble. And so on your Instagram, you have that option to post a highlight bubble. And I would do it for any brand and just name it the brand and tell them that it's going to showcase them and all the content you share for them. This is a great bonus to either get them to go to your next package level or to create a long term relationship. And I'm kind of skipping ahead to next week, but I just wanted to put that out there. All right, step 3, you're going to nail your content creation for the brand. This is the topic of actual content creation and the delivery of it. The best way to begin your relationship with any brand, like I've talked about before, is to get a clear written out set of instructions on what specifically is expected. These are usually delivered to you in the form of a contract that you want to definitely read with a fine tooth comb. You may even want yourself a brand manager that looks over it. But they're probably going to come to you in the form of a contract or an insertion order. And what an insertion order is, or a contract, both, will include it is going to include the name of the campaign, which for me is always great because sometimes there's months in between when I'm assigned an assignment and when I actually deliver the content. So to be able to look back and be like, oh, yeah, it's those keywords that I'm looking for is super helpful. So it's going to have the name of the campaign, the assets per platform. So if you've promised them a package with Instagram posts and Facebook Live and a YouTube video or a blog post with a reel, you'll see all of those outlined there. And they may include on this hashtags that they require, as well as the due date for the project and any agreed upon payment structure. So, this, my friend, is crucial, crucial, crucial for you to get for every collaboration. It's going to set you up for success. If a brand does not provide this, I want you to create your own over on Microsoft Word or something so that everything is agreed to in writing prior to you spending a bunch of time on creating the content. Trust me on this. Once you're armed with these written brand requirements, you are set up perfectly to exceed their expectations and avoid frustrations on your end. And it's going to set you up for future collabs. I'll just put that out there. So, today, as we wrap up this episode, I want you to remember that sponsored content is an opportunity to provide value to both your audience and the brand partner when done right. You're going to want to make sure that you are staying transparent, and then finding a balance with your audience, and then nailing that requirements, nailing that content creation based on the contract or written insertion order that either the brand provides or that you write up. All right, my friend, next week we are continuing the Brand Collab Secret series. We are going to wrap it up with how to create long term brand partnerships so that you can enjoy consistent income instead of the one offs or the I did a tiny brand deal last year one time, to I have a consistent monthly income from brands that I work with on a contractual basis every single month. That is where I want to get you. So tune in next week and we'll learn all about it. Until next time, stay creative. Thank you so much, my friend, for tuning in each and every week. If you learned something new or were inspired from today's episode, I would be incredibly grateful if you would take a minute and just leave a review. Bonus points if you share this episode by screenshotting it and tagging me on social at Creatives on Fire Podcast. I'll share you in my stories when you do. In the meantime, keep rocking your business, and don't forget, no one else will ever be you, and that is your creative superpower.